Hi Chris, it's Tuesday, August 31st, and the first thing that needs to be talked about, of course, is yesterday, August 30th, because that was my birthday. So, first we have the magic box that you gave me. Very awesome. I'm going to quickly unlock it, but not on camera, because it's secret. This is how fast I can do it, though. We're getting there. And ta-da! It's unlocked. So yeah, that's awesome. I really like the box, Chris, and I think some of the unique coins that are in it are pretty cool too. Of course, the other present that I got, as I believe you already know, Settlers of Catan. I'm told that you're going to be playing that with me when we get back to Tulsa, so good deal there. And yeah, that's the major thing. Of course, we have other things to talk about. So in your video, you talked about creation, how you like creating things, and that's something I kind of want to touch on, because I agree with you there. That's a big source of enjoyment for me. It's actually the reason that I got into computer programming back in the day, was I found I could create on the computer with a program that I wrote. I would create it from, just scribbles in my head, and it would become something that did exactly what I wanted, if I got it right. Another thing that you talked about in your video that I want to touch on a little bit is the concept of monoculture. I agree with you that that's something that we can kind of rail against. The big thing that I have a problem with, though, is intolerance. I think that comes from monoculture. You get people that only will accept things their way, and it's their way or the highway. I guess you could say that I'm very intolerant of intolerance. I really believe that people should be able to believe whatever they want as long as it doesn't harm anyone else. And that's a big thing that I have against a lot of organized religions, even though I actually hold the belief that, well, really no religion is right. They're all kind of right, and kind of the truth is where all existing religions overlap. Because there are a lot of things that do overlap, and I think that those are the keys that are actually the truth and the important components of spiritualism, if you will. And I guess lastly for today, I went out into the yard, and based on our discussions in the past that you kind of brought up a little bit in your video, I identified 5 plants, well, 4.5 plants from the yard. So I'll take you through those. You can enjoy, and then when it's over, I'll have an assignment for you. Here we have plant number 1, a crepe myrtle. This one is white. We actually also have 2 purple ones. Thought it was kind of funny that you kind of railed against crepe myrtles in your video, but that's one of the plants that I have that is identifiable, and here it is. Plant number 2 is a peach tree. Here are the leaves, and we'll pan over, and here's a peach pit that is kind of shriveled up and died. Number 3 is a hydrangea. You can see the flowers are kind of wilting away, but they were bright blue at one point. And then here we have the leaves. Plant number 4 is a blackberry bush. It's very, very long and kind of viney. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually looking to see if I can find any blackberries to show you to prove that it's a blackberry bush, but didn't end up finding any. But I will be pulling back some of the vines from inside the hydrangea plant, so you'll see it has very, very long vines that just kind of stretch all over, and I guess almost tend to seek the dark because they like bury themselves into the hydrangea pretty regularly. And then our final plant is one that we're not sure of the identity. We think that it may be lavender, but it's not in full bloom yet, and it has other plants around it, so it's kind of hard to tell for sure. That's our suspicion, though, is that it's lavender. Okay, and we're back. So Chris, my assignment to you is CrossFit. I need you to record a video with yourself doing at least 2 different CrossFit exercises at some point in the video. Obviously, it doesn't need to be lengthy, but do 2 CrossFit exercises. CrossFit.com if you don't remember things that we went over. But with that, I'm out. See you Thursday.